Hi there guys, I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech, and in this video, I'll be showing you the most important tips and tricks for your Vivo Y50. By the way guys, I'll also be making a dedicated video for the best features where I'll be showing you all the features offered by this phone. So definitely check out that video, link will be in the description. Now with that said, first I want to start off with the camera related features. So here's the camera application and this is the default interface. And right now we are using the primary camera and just click it to take a picture. Over here we have the toggle for 1x zoom and 2x zoom, but these are just digital zoom, not optical zoom. And over here we have another toggle for lenses, which allows us to switch to the super wide angle camera. And now we are using the wide angle camera. And we can also switch to macro lens, super macro mode, or else take portrait shots or bokeh mode. On this phone we can change the amount of background blur effect you want using the slider over here. Now this phone also has a dedicated portrait mode, but whenever you take picture in this mode, you just get a regular shot. Next we have a dedicated night mode for the rear camera, which allows us to take better pictures in low lighting conditions. Capturing speeds are longer and it takes a bit of time to process the image, but you do get better results. Next we have video recording mode, and in this mode we can record video with the primary camera or even with the wide angle lens. And once we start recording with the camera, we can't switch between the different cameras. And while recording video, we can also take pictures using this shortcut over here. Next we have all these extra features, and among them we have panorama, live photo. Live photo is a feature that simply records a small clip as video whenever you take a picture. It should have been auto mode, that would have been great. Next we have slow motion video recording, time lapse, pro mode, AR stickers, Jovi Vision, document. Jovi Vision is just like Google Lens, which simply search for object in your preview window. It's trying to find this car, and these are some results. Now let's switch to the front facing camera. So every time you switch to the front camera, you also get a cool animation over here. And this is the interface for the front facing camera. And on the left side we have the portrait mode. And to take a portrait selfie, you need to click bokeh effect, and then you can get a background blur effect. If you don't select bokeh, you'll get a regular selfie. Next we also have a dedicated night mode for front facing camera, which is something missing on Oppo A52. Now on the right side we have the regular video recording mode, and if you go to more, these are some extra options, but most of them don't work for the front camera except for this AR stickers. And here's a quick preview of AR stickers. This is what you can do with AR stickers feature. So you can add all these crazy AR effects and take some pictures. So that's AR effect. So guys, those are all the camera related features. We also have a new gesture to pull down the notification bar using the fingerprint scanner. And to enable that, go to settings, select fingerprint and face, and make sure you enable this particular toggle. Once you do that, you can swipe down on the fingerprint scanner to pull down the notification bar. Here's a preview again. You can swipe it down to pull down the notification bar and swipe it up to send it back up. It's a pretty cool feature. Next, I'm going to show you how to turn on navigation gestures. For that, go to settings, system navigation, and select navigation gestures. Now you can swipe from the bottom of the screen to go home, swipe and hold for recent applications, and swipe from the left side or right side to go back a step. And you can also swipe from the bottom left or bottom right corner diagonally to trigger Google Assistant. And this is Google Assistant. So these are all the new navigation gestures that are available from Android 10 on most of the phones. Next, I'm going to show you how to enable dark mode. For that, go to display settings, dark mode, and just enable it. Now once you do that, all the system elements change to dark mode. Even some of the stock applications like phone dialer, SMS application changes to dark mode. Even some of the stock Google applications like Google Play Store, YouTube automatically changes to dark mode. Finally, this is YouTube in dark mode. All this happens automatically. Next, we have some pretty cool features related to gaming. For that, we need to first open Ultra Gaming mode. You can open it from the toggles or from the settings. For all regular games, it gives you cool options like managing background calls, auto rejection. We also have Game Assistant, which pops up while playing a game, which gives you the same options. Next, if you're planning to use Face Unlock feature on this phone, I'd suggest you to enable these two toggles. First one is the screen fill light, so that Face Unlock works better even in low lighting conditions. Next, make sure you disable this toggle, stay on lock screen after unlocking, so that your phone unlocks automatically. Next, I'm going to show you some important fingerprint gestures. For that, go to settings once again and then select face and fingerprint settings and then enable these two toggles. Once we do that, we can take pictures using the fingerprint scanner. By the way, it only works in the stock camera application. Just open the camera application and touch the fingerprint scanner to take a picture. It works for both the rear camera and for selfies as well. Next, we have split screen mode. Split screen mode has been on Android for a very long time, but on this phone there is a pretty neat shortcut. To open any application in split screen mode, just swipe up using 3 fingers and it opens the current application in a split screen mode, and you can select the secondary application from the list below. On previous Vivo phones, only the apps displayed in the list are supported, but now almost all the applications support split screen mode. Next, we have a pretty cool feature called Vivo Search, and you can access it directly from the camera application in the More section. Now, using this feature, we can search for anything by just using your camera application. It's just like Google Lens, but instead it'll search for that product in Flipkart and Amazon. So if you want to buy that product, it's going to be very convenient. Next, I'm going to show you how to change your default apps, whether you want to change your default launcher, browser, or so on. For that, first go to settings, then select applications, then select permission management and default apps. Now from this page, you can change your default keyboard, default launcher, that's your home screen, browser, video player, music player, and so on. I would definitely suggest you to check this out and change your default applications. Next, we have flashlight notifications, and you can access it from system settings. Just search for it and you can find it. And once you enable this feature, every time you get a notification, your flashlight blinks and gives you a visual indication. Next, we have a pretty unique feature on this phone called Smart Click, which will allow you to perform a quick action. These are the settings. You can perform multiple tasks, but personally I use it to turn on and turn off flash. So here's a quick preview. When the phone is locked and the display is off, you can press and hold the volume down button to turn on the flash. To turn off the flash, you can either press the power button or just press and hold the volume down button. This is one of my favorite features on this phone. Next, I'm going to show you how to take a screenshot on this phone. Like on any other Android phone, you can press the volume down and power button both at the same time to take a screenshot. And it works anywhere, every time. If that's a bit hard for you, we also have the 3-finger screenshot gesture. It's enabled by default, so all you need to do is just swipe down using 3 fingers to take a screenshot. And once again, even this gesture works everywhere without any hiccups. Next, I'm going to show you how to take a long screenshot. For that, first we need to take a normal screenshot. You can either use the buttons or the gesture, and then click long screenshot. Now we need to click the next button. Once you're done, click save and you'll get a long screenshot. Next, I'm going to show you how to display the battery percentage on the status bar. For that, you need to go to settings, then select status bar and notification. From here, select battery percentage. Then select outside the battery icon. Once you do that, we can see the battery percentage on the status bar beside the battery icon. Next, if you want to display the network speed or your internet usage on the status bar, just enable this toggle. Once you do that, you can see a small indication of the network usage on the status bar. Next, I'm going to show you how to disable the lock screen poster. Now here's a quick preview of the lock screen. Every time you go to the lock screen, you see a different wallpaper. Some people like it, some people hate it. If you're like me, if you want to get rid of it, this is what you can do. Go to settings and then select home screen and lock screen settings. Now select lock screen poster, and just disable this toggle. Once you do that, we have a fixed lock screen wallpaper. So guys, these are the most important tips and tricks for your Vivo phone. If I missed out on anything important, do let me know by commenting below this video, and definitely check out my video on the best features. Link will be in the description. If you're planning to buy this phone, use the link in the description. It always helps the channel. And if you want us to make any specific video, tweet out to us with the hashtag AskGreedyTech on Twitter, and we will try to make it as soon as possible. I'm Nikhil from GreedyTech signing off. Have a nice day.